Kenya is positioning itself as the center of Africa's war in the fight against corruption, with the unveiling of the Center for Anti-Corruption Studies and Research in Nairobi. Attorney General Dorcas Oduor, who spoke at the 8th Annual General Assembly of the African Association of Anti-Corruption Authorities, says the facility will drive evidence-based policy and innovation as corruption becomes more sophisticated and transactional.
Members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Nairobi is this week hosting delegates from across Africa who are meeting to chart anti-graft strategies. Speaking at the opening of the 8th Annual General Assembly of Africa's anti-graft bodies, Attorney General Dorcas Oduor says corruption remains one of the greatest impediments to the continent's economic transformation and can't be defeated within national borders alone.
The fight against corruption is therefore not merely a legal or institutional undertaking. It is fundamentally a development imperative. Every act of corruption diminishes public confidence in institutions. Every illicit financial flow weakens national economies. Every stolen public resource undermines the dignity and aspirations of our people.
Oduor said Kenya has strengthened its anti-corruption architecture through multi-agency coordination and recent laws like the Conflict of Interest Act and the Virtual Asset Service Providers Act to tackle digital finance and complex asset concealment.
Corruption is constantly evolving, and our legal and institutional responses must evolve with it. Sustainable progress depends not solely on criminal prosecution, but on building resilient institutions that prevent corruption before it occurs.
The launch of the Center for Anti-Corruption Studies and Research in Africa in Nairobi marks the culmination of a 4-year process that began in Bujumbura in 2022 and saw Kenya designated host in January 2024. The Association of African Anti-Corruption Authorities describes the center as its research and analytical arm with legal personality and financial autonomy.
The success of this center will depend on our collective commitment to generating the evidence and the insights necessary to strengthen anti-corruption achievements and interventions across Africa.
We need to build robust, seamless frameworks for asset tracing, intelligence sharing, and of course, mutual legal assistance.
EACC Chairperson Dr. David Oginde told delegates that Africa must innovate with artificial intelligence and blockchain, among others, to curb and prevent movement of resources from one place to another. Delegates agreed that anti-corruption agencies must deepen cross-border cooperation and speak with one voice against graft whenever it manifests if the continent wishes to achieve Agenda 2063 and the Sustainable Development Goals. Isufar reporting for Prime Edition.